Hi, welcome everyone to the first ever Wellness Wednesday. My name is Jessica Van Antwerp. I'm the owner of Integral Travel. I'm also a trip leader and an instructor for all the things that we offer. We were supposed to go live for our first time last Wednesday, the first Wednesday of the new year, but I got the Rona. So we had to cancel, postpone so that I could get well to be here with you today to share with you tips for a healthier 2022. And so I have fresh firsthand experience of that. So for Integral Travel, we have 8 tenets of wellness that we espouse and incorporate into all of our wellness retreats. If we could bring up the graphic, I'd love to share them with you all. There's many that you often hear about. Diet and exercise are obviously two of the most talked about, health methods or things to address in your health. Here we have exercise as movement on our graphic. Sleep is also becoming more prevalent in the health conversation, the importance of sleep for healing. And then we all know about the importance of hydration, but what we've added in here is nature, the importance of getting time outside, relaxation, which I'm sorry to say that laying on the couch watching TV does not count as relaxation. And touch, healthy, non-sexual touch, for just that feeling of connection and releasing happiness hormones. We'll get more into each of these in the coming 8 weeks, as well as this last one here that you see, silence. But this is sort of the intro. Again, my first Wellness Wednesday, and this is introducing these tenets of wellness that we're going to dive more deeply into over the course of the next eight weeks to cover each of these 8 topics. And I'm going to have guests on that are specialists in each of these realms that will share with you their information and knowledge and how each of these tenets of wellness fits into a healthy lifestyle. So if you, like many people, make resolutions for the new year, then you, like many people, may also not follow through with them or lose track of them after a month or two. And no judgment. It's totally okay. I want to spend a little bit of time here today talking to you about how to keep your resolutions and how to just have a healthier year all the way around by incorporating some of these tenets. So about 50% of New Year's resolutions are health related, whether it be starting to exercise more, losing weight, eating better. So it's a really high prevalence. These are a lot of people's goals in life. However, 80% of these resolutions tend to fail. And therefore, a multitude of reasons that you can look up online, just like I did. And there are ways to set resolutions that will sort of facilitate your success, essentially. If you've never heard of setting SMART goals, so SMART is an acronym, then look that up. It stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and the T has something to do with time, time related. So for example, instead of just saying, oh, I want to exercise more, set a specific number of days a week that you would like to exercise. If you're starting from not exercising at all, 0 days a week, it's not going to be attainable to start exercising every single day, nor is it actually healthy for you. You need to have at least one rest day. But maybe if you're starting from 0 days a week, say, I'm going to start exercising 3 days a week. And to get even more specific, say, I'm going to exercise 30 minutes, 3 days a week, or even 10 minutes, 3 days a week. Because you know what? If you're starting at 0, 10 minutes is more than you did last week. And 10 minutes 3 times this week is more than you did last week. And so that's something. So take baby steps. And that's more realistic, right, than jumping in and saying, I'm going to exercise 6 days a week for an hour and do this hardcore, exercise, high intensity, interval training. It's just not realistic. So look up SMART goals, use those to help you create resolutions that you might actually stick to. But beyond that, what I would really like to kind of chat with you about today are two other things. One is setting goals that are in line with your values. So, what I mean by that is there's only so much time in a day, right? Outside of work, outside of sleeping, outside of eating your meals, preparing them if you do, cleaning up from them, taking care of your kids. So, what are you in the amount of free time that you could devote to self-care? Um, what do you really value during that time? So if you have children, do you value at the end of your workday spending time with your children, or do you value more being fit? And if you value spending time with your children, as I'm sure most of you do, then perhaps it's not really a value aligned goal for you to start incorporating exercise into your day or into your life. Or perhaps combine the two. So spend time with your kids and teach them healthy habits by doing exercise together, doing something that is fun for fitness. So it's not necessarily this like, I'm going to get in front of the TV and do this, really focused 30-minute, again, high intensity interval training. Exercise can be fun. It can be playing a game outside. It can be even walking. Walking is really undervalued as an exercise and for its health benefits. So if you have any questions about the value aligned goals, feel free to reach out to me, DM me on any of the social channels on which you're seeing this, DM Integral Travel, and I'll get back to you and I can offer some coaching or just some little tidbits of information to help you with that. The other thing I'd like to address as a tool for helping you to keep your resolutions is this idea of rites of passage, so to speak. In our modern culture, we have, I think, sort of lost track of like rituals as a way to reinvent ourselves and step into a new level of responsibility and accountability to ourselves and to the people around us. So the new year is a really great ritual that spurs people to, and it's a sort of marks a new beginning, right? And that's what rituals often do in cultures that really orbit around rituals or have them incorporated into their lifestyles. So the new year, because it's so called a new year, it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Motivating to create a new you, right? But there are so many different cycles within a year that we could use as an opportunity to link a goal with them and start a new healthy habit. So if you lose track of your New Year's resolutions within the first month or two of the year, as many people do, find another beginning to link a healthy behavior to. So it's never too late to start back up again. You don't have to wait until the next new year. You could link it to the beginning of a work week. Like I have my exercise regimen 4 or 5 days a week linked to the days that I work. And I get up and I exercise within the first 30 minutes or hour of being awake. And that way it's out of the way. I get it done and I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. Otherwise, what I found for myself is I just don't do it. I just put it off and I do other things and then I'm like, oh, well, now I'm hungry, so I need to eat. And now I just ate, so I can't exercise for an hour or two after I eat. And then, it's always something. So whether you link your healthy habit to the beginning of a week, the beginning of a moon cycle, for those of you that are really into astrology, that's a really powerful beginning of a cycle that can help you sort of start anew and start fresh and so start with, smaller chunks of time. And instead of saying, oh, I'm going to do this for an entire year, maybe you start at the beginning of a month and you say, I'm just going to do this for a month, or the beginning of a moon cycle. I'm just going to do this for the next 4 weeks or 28 days of this moon cycle. Or even the beginning of any particular sign. Whatever, just look for opportunities and beginnings throughout the year, the solstice, the equinox, for you to re-begin any healthy habits that you may have lost track of that you want to incorporate in your life. Every new day is an opportunity to turn it all around. So if you've lost track, don't worry. You can always start again tomorrow. So that's kind of what I have to say about New Year's resolutions. And if you need any help or inspiration, I would love to help you on your journey. Just started offering some health coaching through my private practice, which is actually separate from Integral Travel, but we can put a link in the comments about how to sign up for a health coaching discovery call to see if I could help you on your health journey. But be sure to follow us, Integral Travel, on all the social channels. We're on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and Twitter and YouTube. And check out our website for all of our latest offerings, integraltravel.com. And there you can sign up for our newsletter to get healthy habits and tips pushed directly to your inbox. Thanks so much for tuning in today. See you next week. Oh, before I let you go, next week, just a little preview, I'm going to have on Emily Polonis, who is an incredible yoga teacher and essential oils guru, who is a co-leader for me on our upcoming trip to Thailand in May. So tune in next week. We're going to be talking about nature, one of the tenets of wellness, and incorporating plant medicine through the use of essential oils into your life. Have a great day. Thanks so much.